We'll kick off our React journey by installing Vite. Vite is a modern build tool that not only transforms your code into a format that browsers can understand, but also scaffolds a new React app for you, all with a simple npm command. In fact, we are going to go to command prompt and run. This command creates a new React project called My React App. Vite streamlines the build process and offers hot module replacement, so any changes you make are instantly reflected in your browser without a full refresh. Now, during this process, Vite is prompting us to select a framework, and of course, we are going to choose React. This crash course is based on JavaScript and not TypeScript. I intend to create a version while using TypeScript, which is a typed version of JavaScript, but for now I'm just going to select JavaScript and press enter, and our React app is ready. So let's step into the My React app folder that it created by using the cd command, My React app. Alright, this command changes your current directory to the newly created project folder. Now let's open this folder in our code editor, and since we are using Visual Studio Code, I can simply type code dot and press enter, and it's going to bring up Visual Studio Code with this project in context. Once the folder opens in VS Code on your machine, take a look at the project structure. You'll notice several key items. The source folder is where all of your React code lives and going to live. It contains the components and logic that make up your app. The public folder holds static assets like the main HTML file, images, and other resources that don't change frequently. Currently, it's just holding a placeholder image of Vite itself. The most important file in this list is package.json. This file contains important metadata about your project, such as its name, version, and a list of dependencies. Dependencies are libraries and tools that your project needs to run, and more than often they come from npmjs.org, which is a npm repository where people create and publish their libraries and tools for other people to consume. Your React app is going to depend on several of these dependencies, including React and React DOM. Currently, we are using React version 19, which is the latest. To get these libraries and tools available on our machine, we need to issue an npm command to do so. And for that, I'm going to bring up terminal, which is a command line equivalent in Visual Studio Code, using this button or file menu view and terminal. Okay, it opened the command terminal with our project in context, and here I'm going to issue a command npm install. This command reads the package.json file and downloads all the required libraries and tools into a folder called node modules. Essentially, npm install sets up your project with everything you need to start developing your React application. Let's give it a minute to complete, and it's done. You're going to see something like this. With all dependencies installed, your development environment is fully prepared. Now you're ready to dive into coding with React. Let's start something called a development server by issuing a command npm run dev. With this command, Vite starts a development server. Let's open our browser at the indicated URL, this one, and we are going to see our app live. It takes a second to load, but once it's done, this is what you're going to see. Great, our project is up and running. Before we move on, let's take a closer look at our development environment and what makes our app tick. First, let's talk about the development server. A development server is a tool that runs on your computer to serve your app while you are building it. It watches your files for changes, rebuilds only what's necessary, and automatically refreshes your browser. This process, called hot module replacement, means you see your updates to code instantly, making development faster and more interactive. For beginners, think of it as having a live preview of your app that updates as you write code. Now let's explore the project structure, especially the source folder. In here, you'll typically find app.jsx. This is the main component that acts as the root of your application. It's where your user interface starts to take shape. Next is main.jsx or index.jsx in some cases. This file bootstraps your React app by rendering the app component into the main HTML file found in main or public folder. As we go on, we'll make sure you understand the contents of this file. Alongside there are other component files. As your app grows, you'll create additional components in the source folder to keep your code modular and organized. In your project folder, you're also going to notice some files such as vite.config.js and eslant.config.js. Vite.config.js is where you can customize the build process if needed, although for most beginners, the default settings are just fine. ESLint.config.js helps maintain code quality by enforcing consistent coding standards. For now, don't worry too much about these two files. They're here to help manage your project, and as you advance, you'll learn how to tweak them to suit your needs. Okay, now let's explore one of React's secret weapons that make all this speed and efficiency possible, the virtual DOM.